So, E.T. the Extraterrestrial is out in IMAX for the first time ever, in time for its 40th anniversary, and if you're wondering if it's worth going out to the theater to see on the big screen, well, stay tuned. So let's get into it. Hello friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side, a place to live, talk, and buy movies. And real quick, if you guys have seen this movie, go ahead and comment down below what your first time watching the movie was. Were you a kid watching in the theater in 1982? Did you watch it at home on VHS or DVD? Let's see just where we all found this wonderful movie to begin with. It is hard to believe that E.T. is now 40 years old, one of Steven Spielberg's best films, and delivers a lighthearted but emotional story about a kid that finds an alien in his backyard, tries to help him phone home, and develops this really close bond in the process. The movie delivers every emotion in the book in such a tight-knit fashion that you really feel like you're on the journey with E.T. and Elliot throughout the entire movie, all of that coupled by an incredible score by John Williams and some special effects that still hold up pretty well to this day. So when it was announced that E.T. was coming to IMAX for the first time ever, I definitely had to check it out, and this video is totally not me ripping off the Upside Down's 4DX reviews. Isn't that right, Dan?
I'm suing.
Okay. I of course have seen E.T. many times throughout my life, whether it be on VHS, DVD, or Blu-ray. I don't have the 4K, I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. Now, some skeptics out there may question, well, why would you go out to see a movie in the theater when you could just watch it at home for free? Well, number one, I have A-list, which means it was essentially free. Number two, there are just some movies that are meant to be seen on a big screen at least once in your life, and E.T. is absolutely one of those movies. Seeing it in IMAX where the screen just completely covers the entire wall, it lends itself to a brand new level of immersion that you just can't get at home, especially seeing iconic shots like E.T. and Elliot flying past the moon. But what really sells it is the sound system, hearing John Williams' iconic score just erupt in the theater. Oh, I got chills many times. Now, of course, it is only IMAX, the seats don't move or anything, unlike in 4DX, which of course Dan could tell you all about. Please don't hurt me. The picture looks absolutely fantastic on an IMAX screen. Part of that is definitely thanks to the movie being shot on film, which is why a lot of older films get modern transfers on 4K and such, just look a lot better in these more modern formats, as opposed to a lot of newer films that are primarily shot on digital. It gives you the ability to just soak in every single frame in a way you couldn't otherwise. One thing I noticed this time around was how Steven Spielberg just utilizes movement in virtually every single shot of the movie. Not just simple stuff like, characters walking in and out of frame and such, but just little things like a can rolling down some steps, or a chair being shoved against the wall by an extension cord just to create that little bit of tension. It's little things like that that just keep the frame interesting and keep your eyes just glued to the screen throughout the whole movie. But the question, I'm sure, is on everybody's minds, or at least it should be. Do the cops have radios or shotguns towards the end of the movie? It's the shotguns. Yes, fear not, this IMAX version is the original, unaltered cut of the movie from 1982. For those of you uninitiated, there was a 20th anniversary re-release back in 2002 where Steven Spielberg added in a few new deleted scenes, a couple of CGI enhancements, and a couple changes to dialogue. Nowadays, that version is only available on the DVD release from 2002 because a few years later, Steven Spielberg basically denounced that newer version, so every Blu-ray and 4K copy we have nowadays is the pure, unmessed with version, complete with shotguns and a couple mentions of terrorism. But just because it is the 40th anniversary and all, it would have been kinda cool to see the deleted scene where Harrison Ford plays Elliot's school principal, but that version only exists on the Laserdisc release, and it probably always will. This is a great time to be an E.T. fan because not only do you have a chance to go see the movie on the big screen again, but there's also a nice little merchandise push, with Funko Pops and the like. Plus, if you have the means to go check out the E.T. ride at Universal Orlando, do it. Which I actually got to do back in January. It was super fun to check out. And fun fact, the only reason that ride is still at Universal Orlando is because Steven Spielberg threatened Universal to never make a movie with them again if they ever tore that ride down. The more you know. So if you want to experience E.T. theatrically, either for the first time ever or for the first time in a very long time, I definitely recommend you check it out in IMAX. And also, if you've never seen the movie, this is the perfect chance to finally check it out. Go, sit in the theater, be with the cool kids, and then after you watch the movie, pick up a 40th anniversary Funko Pop, or I don't know, go play one of the 20th anniversary video games for the PS1 or the Game Boy Color. Stay away from the Atari game though. Stay away.
Hey, yes, so I have some news about one of your loyal customers.
Dan, what are you doing?
Guess what? He snuck in Reese's Pieces.
Stop!
Outside food to an ET screening last night.
I'm warning you!
Yes, I can give you his full name and address. I can give you his social if you want.
I can't go back to jail! But if you'd like to hear me talk about another Steven Spielberg 40th anniversary, I've got a video about the Indiana Jones 4K release right over here. Or if you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch me next, you can check out that video right down there. And of course, subscribe if you live talking by movies. And we'll see you on the Brockopp side.